Hello everyone and welcome to Classic Car Republic. Today I have to start with a bit of a confession. Now, I've been with my wife for well over 25 years, and in that time I'd like to think I've been, well, a faithful man. Obviously I've looked at other women occasionally, I'm married, not dead, but overall I've been a good boy. So it should come as a bit of a surprise when I say that I've had a love affair with another for well over 30 years. Now, in my defence, I was powerless to resist. The moment I first saw them, it was love at first sight, and this love has endured a lifetime. Now, in fairness to my wife, she does know about this love. In fact, she was partly instrumental in bringing us back together after all those years. So I think it's time you should meet this incredible creature that captured my heart all those years ago. It is, of course, the evergreen and iconic Porsche 911. Now, when this car was introduced to the public back in 1963, it was an instant hit. The shape was unmistakable Porsche. But this car has remained at the top of the tree ever since. And in 2023, we celebrate the 60th anniversary of the 911. But this car has always been the benchmark for supercars, sports cars and performance cars. So what makes this car so special? As a proud Englishman, I should love Aston Martins. I mean, who doesn't love a James Bond movie on Christmas Day? And as a confirmed petrolhead, I should love Ferraris, but they just don't do anything for me. It's the Porsche 911 that, honestly, nothing else comes close. So why the Porsche 911? Honestly, I think it's about the engineering, because when these cars were first launched, they were accused of being just a jumped-up Beetle, not that pretty. But the car was a fantastic driver's car from the outset, and unlike other 60s icons like the Ferraris of the day or a Jaguar E-Type, which was somewhat temperamental and rather fragile, it was always about the engineering with the Porsches, and these cars were guaranteed to give you a great driving experience, but also get you home at the end of it. The Porsche 911 is not a flashy, flamboyant show pony. These cars are built for one reason only, and that's to deliver the ultimate in driving experiences. And on that respect, it delivers every single time. And when you look around inside the interior, there's everything you need, but nothing you don't. So there are no distractions that dilute that driving experience. Nothing sounds like them, nothing feels like them, nothing even smells like them. They have that unique aroma every time you get in the car. And I remember the first time that I drove one of these, it was an intoxicating experience, and one that spoiled all other cars for me thereafter. Unlike more temperamental classic cars, the 911 isn't water soluble, so you really can use it all year round. So when the weather turns a little inclement, or you have a village idiot here with a hose pipe, thank you, you can hit the wipers and you don't have to worry about it. Amateurs. Of course, there's no point in having a 911 if you're not going to indulge in its delights, so it's time to get this one on the road. The drive is really engaging, and the car isn't dominated by the multitude of electronics that have arguably diluted the more recent versions. Many have suggested that the 997 is the last of the true driver's 911s, and I have to say, I'm in no position to disagree. The 911 is amazingly practical. My wife and I took ours to Le Mans last year. We took an 8-man tent, a queen-size inflatable mattress, duvets, pillows, food, clothes, camera gear, and we still had enough space in the car for some rather nice wines and some very stinky cheeses on the way back. You really can get a lot in here. On the road, the car is unmistakably Porsche. The sound, the smell, the way it interacts with the driver is like little else. And the immediacy of that performance, it's always such a thrill. It's not hard to understand why virtually every Formula One driver since the 1960s has had one in their garage at some point. And you can drive this car like a Golf if you want to, it'll behave extremely well. But if you drop a couple of cogs and then give it the nuts, oh my God, that's outrageous! Driving through these country lanes, the car reminds you all of the time that it's 100% Porsche. The steering is so direct, I mean, it's so precise. Wherever you put it, it just goes there. There's so much grip. And we're not just talking about reliant on the tyres, this is full-on mechanical grip. This car has been well engineered, and you know it. This car on the road, surely this can't be legal. Oh, it's outrageous. It just compresses you through the undulations, and you just feel that grip coming in, just sucking you down. Online forums are full of scare stories about bore scoring and failing bearing and seals. In reality, only a tiny proportion of those cars were actually impacted, but it's worth checking before you buy one that the IMS, RMS were both done, and also get the car checked for bore score before purchase. That means you can sleep at night. The turbo version didn't suffer from these issues though, as it used the legendary race-derived Mesler engine, which was virtually bomb-proof. The turbos though do have a serviceable life of around about 50,000 miles, so make sure that they've received some TLC before picking one up, or factor that into your price negotiation. Originality is key when buying a Porsche, and a full service history absolutely essential. If the car doesn't have that, then please walk away, as there are plenty of out there that do. So let's sum up the 997 Generation 1. Minimal depreciation and very reasonable running costs. A true performance car that will give you that driving experience and that iconic 911 shape. Now, I've always believed that if you can walk away from a car with a larger smile than when you arrived, then the car has absolutely delivered on its promise. And that's always the way that I felt about the Porsche 911. And with the car celebrating its 60th anniversary this year, there's never been a better time to have one of these in your garage. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, safe driving, and we'll see you next time.
Classic Car Republic is your one-stop shop for everything classic car. With over 130,000 products online, you're bound to find something you need, and all at great prices. Additionally, you'll find cars for sale and a wealth of industry information, including car clubs, how many are left, and feature videos like this one on our YouTube channel. Thank you so much for watching, and please join us again next time.